Hello friends, I am Baltmatrix, and today we are taking a look at a Hasbro exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, and Ratchet. This set was very hard to get a hold of. I'm sorry if you had it pre-ordered and they canceled. I'm legit sorry, because, well, especially Shattered Glass Prime, it's fantastic. Ratchet's pretty good. But man, getting a hold of these is just such a pain. Ratchet comes with two accessories, a gun that is actually painted silver and not all white, and a light bar. The light bar is the exact same light bar that comes with Sideswipe, and I believe the other Ratchet, non-Shattered Glass, and it's painted clear blue plastic. Actually, it looks pretty good. Nice big Autobot symbol there on the top, and the entire top of the ambulance mode comes apart. Flip out the windscreen, flip up the first two windows. There we go. And you're left with a skateboard for somebody else. Speaking of skateboards, the gun can be mounted at the front of this to act like its own little flying hover drone. Thrusters there in the back. And then the gun can then be packaged up, fit right down in there, and the whole thing folds up and collapses. This bit slides in, and it becomes a shield. The rest of the transformation is exactly the same as the figures I've already reviewed with this mold. Open up the sides just a little bit, come to the back, and flip out the back sections like that. Unfortunately, they haven't fixed the side panel falling off yet. Flip the whole section out a little bit. We could come to what will be the shins and fold them up. Then flip down the panels and fix the one that popped off, like that. Stand the figure up, flip out the arms, come to the very front of the vehicle mode and grab the front bumper and unpeg it, which actually kind of hard to do on this figure because of the paint. Turn the entire top 180 degrees, then close those bumpers back up, flip up the head, flip down the arms, flip up the chest screen again, and we're done. I love the colors on this thing. The teal, the white, the black, and the purple all work incredibly well. It is just a solid looking figure in terms of paint. I just love it. It's so nice and evil. Another thing I absolutely love is the head sculpt. Yeah, it's Ratchet, but that purple crest, the gray face, and those red eyes. This is not a doctor I want treating me. Let me just say that. And for giggles, here is the other Ratchet from another Amazon exclusive set, so you can see the differences. They are the same figure, just painted differently. I have to admit, I like the coloring on the evil one better, simply because there's more color. It's not all stark white. Like his predecessors before him, he can ride the hoverboard of doom and gloom. It's probably my favorite thing about this mold. He could just surf to his next victim. I mean patient. The other thing you could do with the board that has thrusters in the back, did I mention? You could just fold everything up and then slide that down, and he can use this whole section as a shield, or it can be mounted on his back to be carried in robot mode. It's a nice touch. I love the idea of Ratchet, or of this mold, having a shield that can counter or count as a surfboard. Heck, I'm sure there's stuff out there third-party wise that gives this a little dagger or something, a giant sword, or, you know, a surfboard slash shield. I like it. I think it's a great accessory. What isn't a great accessory is the light bar. Other than up here on the surf shield, there's nowhere else to put it. You can't mount it anywhere else on the figure. That sucks. Head is on a ball joint and can wobble around plenty and spin. Shoulders are on swivels. Shoulders are on very tight swivels. They've got a little bit of rock up and down, and then in and out hinge, swivel at the upper arm, bend at the elbow 90 degrees, and the fists do swivel as well. Torso swivel is present, can kick forward on a hinge, can kick out all the way, more than a Van Damme. Thigh swivel, bend at the knee is 90 degrees, and then the ankle articulation is also present. Overall, this mold continues to be excellent, and this is now my 4th or 5th figure in this mold. The only thing that I don't like about it is whenever I grab it like this, I pop the chest open. That's with every figure using this mold or this overall design. Nothing I could really do about that, but overall, it's excellent. It is, even though, yeah, this whole front part is clear plastic. Just be aware of that. Alright, now that we're done with Ratchet, let's take a look at the star of the show. That is Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Shattered Glass Prime is using the Earthrise mold, as you can plainly see, and it is in a beautiful Decepticon purple, gray, and that dark blue on the back of the alt mode is just gorgeous. They also painted the wheel cap silver, which I greatly appreciate. Now, I would happily show you this next to my Earthrise Prime, but my Earthrise Prime accidentally got thrown out over Christmas. It fell into a box that had all of this junky wrapping paper, and it is no longer with me. I'm going to have to buy a replacement. Now, let's talk about Earthrise Prime some more. I love the coloring. The sickly, sallow yellow just works for the character so well. And remember, I said, painted hubcaps, painted hubcaps. The only issue I have with this figure in vehicle mode are the gas tanks. Just the tiniest of touch folds them in. That was an issue with Earthrise Prime. That's an issue with Nemesis Prime. At least I think so. I haven't gotten a hold of a Nemesis version of this mold yet. It's not that big a deal. I wish it locked into place. It doesn't. Oh well. As you can see, the cannon is able to be stored back behind the cab. That is my preferred location to keep it. And unfolding it, it is, instead of black, it is a nice evil gray. And the gray works better for me. It does, because you could see more details of the molding. It's just fantastic. It's so nice. Man, I kind of wish that they would go with a charcoal ion cannon for Prime, maybe later, as opposed to black, because you miss out so much detail with that black. Transformation for this bot is the same as Earthrise Prime. There's nothing different. After all, this is just an evil repaint. And I don't mind, because the Earthrise mold for Prime is, quite frankly, the best Optimus Prime mold we've gotten in a while. It's that good. I'm serious. If you don't like it, hey, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for liking or not liking something. There's no shame in that whatsoever. Though I will say, if you don't like the mold, I would love to know why, because this thing is pretty universally loved. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to yuck your yum or yum your yuck, so... Wait, did that even make any sense? You know what I mean. I'm not going to judge you if you don't like something. It's perfectly okay to not like something. Lord knows I don't like plenty of things that people do. So, no judge here. No judgment here. Really, seriously. Did I say that I absolutely love this mold? Because I do. And this Shattered Glass Optimus is beautiful. It is stunningly beautiful. And that head sculpt. Head sculpt is the wrong term. Paint. The paint for this head is so amazing. The kind of carbon gray with flake for the faceplate, the deep, menacing red eyes, the sallow crest, and the darker tone blue make this figure truly feel like an evil Optimus Prime. Not a Unicron crony, but a true evil Prime. Posability is excellent. Head is on a ball joint and can do full 360. Shoulders are swivels, hinges, swivel above the elbow, full bend at the elbow, fists articulate, and you can even open the fingers, which I really wish more figures had that. Torso swivel, kick forward, kick back, though it does run up against the car or truck kibble. Kick out 90 degrees, thigh swivel, bend at the knee is over 90 degrees, and then we have the ankle tilt, which is almost a complete 90. Wish it was a little more. I'm fine that it isn't. That just means he can't do a true evil Van Damme. Because of the open and close hand capability, this figure is the only mold that can actually hold the stupid energy conductors or energon conductors that come with Origin Bumblebee. I'm sure that, other super large figures like Titans class figures can hold them. In fact, I can confirm they can. But other leader class figures can't even hold them. It's only Prime. And I'm assuming, or I'm thinking, that leader class Rodimus Prime is going to be able to do that as well, because I think he's got the open and closing hands. But unfortunately, I don't have him yet. And speaking of beautiful purples, here's Galvatron. They're the same shade of purple, almost. Galvatron is just a smidge lighter. Just a smidge. But man, that purple is my favorite shade of purple. And this Optimus is kind of the coloring that I wish the Galvatron was. I wish Galvatron was a little bit darker gray, like this Optimus is. Oh, this Optimus is just so good. And that's it, folks. Thank you for watching this video review. My end recommendation is, if you can get this set, pick it up. The Prime alone is just fantastic. So let me know what you think of this set down in the comments. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Follow me over on Twitter, please. As always, I have been Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you all next time.